Oh, wait a minute. You said what on the top? Welcome to episode 2 of Off Rip. Do not click out of the video. Your eyes are not deceiving you. My name is Mason. I'm the host for today, and we have some great speakers. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Pilar.
I'm Ashanti.
Hi, I'm Xavier.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Jay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And let's just jump into the first topic of the day, which is the best season of the year, fall. What do you guys want to say about fall? And, if you guys have some good memories, from fall, or you guys do some fun things during this season. Like, what do you guys enjoy about this season? Whoever wants to start.
Honestly, the only thing I enjoy about this season, one, it's hoodie season.
Absolutely.
2, Thanksgiving.
It's cool. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's cool. It's for the white folks.
To be honest.
I mean,
I'm only in it for the food.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
The
food
food,
cool.
like, I will say that when I celebrated Thanksgiving with my grandparents when I was younger, and I lost both my grandparents, like, the only memory I have of them is Thanksgiving. And, like, they always cooked, like, mac and cheese, collard greens, like, the whole thing. Like, even though Thanksgiving is a colonial holiday, I think that, like, we still have things we can be thankful for, and, like, we can exercise the values of, like, thankfulness,
Absolutely.
I mean, I like Thanksgiving. I feel like I liked it more when I was younger.
Yeah.
Because they got me frying chicken down in the kitchen.
Oof.
like imagine like you just used to just play around, sneak the snacks. Now niggas got you working in the kitchen. Oh, I ain't excited for this. On my day off, crazy. But I don't know. I eat Thanksgiving food all the time.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
So I don't really like. It's
like soul food.
I'm cooking Thanksgiving food in July.
Like, right. Like I feel like I'd be more hyped to see my family. Like your favorite cousin, and now I'm old enough to take that walk. So it's like valid, but like other than that, I don't really care for the holiday.
One thing I do like about like Thanksgiving is like they kind of make it like an excuse to like bring everybody together. No matter where you coming from, like bring everybody together, bring your family together, friends together. Y'all just kicking and talking, laughing, joking. Even if tomorrow y'all beefing tomorrow, it don't even matter. But for that day, y'all cool. Everybody cool.
I'm in the army or whatever, so I spent Thanksgiving over at boot camp, and they basically like they made us feel like it was like kind of like home, even though it wasn't. And then they had civilians come in and like sit with us too. So like they kind of treated us like as if we were their family. So like you said, like I just like simplify. Everybody gets together.
Everybody's getting together. Like that's beautiful, bro.
And then people celebrate Friendsgiving sometimes. They have friends over and they each like bring something like a potluck and like share food, share thoughts,
Absolutely. Only thing is like, the thing about the Friendsgiving thing though, I think that's more fun than the Thanksgiving because like, you can bring your people together like, y'all just having fun, bro. Y'all whether y'all drinking, y'all smoking, y'all laughing, y'all joking, it do not matter. Like at least around the family, you kind of gotta like. Kind of filter yourself.
Be a little respectful.
Yeah, you can't talk how you talk on a regular with the fam. Like, I can't suck my dick and my mom sitting next to me. Like, I can't do that. So, Friendsgiving is just more fun to me. I like it. Plus, like, it ain't tainted by, like, old white folks.
Facts.
Yeah.
That was about that.
What are the things you guys enjoy about fall?
I like the activities. I love pumpkin picking.
I like apple picking.
Oh, I
got
too.
Apple
picking stories.
Got them for days.
Out for days.
I always get too many apples and then they all end up rotten though. So like,
but
really? You don't make pies?
Sometimes I make pies, but then I still get too many. Like I literally always get so many, like a ridiculous amount, and I can't make that many pies. Like I've made like 5 once. And still had to.
You make them from scratch?
Yeah.
Wait, what? How do you make pie from scratch? Because I don't know how to do that.
You know how to make pie from scratch?
You make the crust first. You make the crust with like flour and like water, sugar, vanilla, and then you like have to like freeze it and then you roll it out. Like usually it's better to like save it for the next day to roll it out. And then what I do is I get the apple. I'm like telling this.
Y'all get game.
This is like a cooking show, but like, okay, you take like the apples, obviously you peel them, core them, and then you cut them, and then you want to mix, like I put maple syrup in my filling, so I like mix it with maple syrup, vanilla, sugar. Sometimes people put cornstarch, some people put flour because flour is healthier. Then you mix it all together and that's like a filling. And then sometimes if you let it sit, like that's better because it'll get more like congealed. And then you put it in the, you roll out the crust, you put it in a little pan, pie pan, and then you like put the filling in. And then for the top, you can make another crust for the top, or you can do a crumble, which is like sugar, butter, flour, and you just melt the butter, you put the sugar in the butter, and then flour, and you mix it together, and you crumble it on top.
Sounds easy, but I'm telling you, that shit, my cousin.
You got me. Fuck the
Walmart
pie.
You cooking this? Listen, pies from scratch are bussin'. Like my cousin, she makes like all the Thanksgiving pies. Like I can't wait to text her. September 22nd, you know, that's the first day of fall. Like I'm putting in my pie order, my good sis. Don't forget about me.
Don't forget about me. You gotta have that.
Like you can't make a pie like this and then be like, why you being weird to me? Because you made the dough from scratch and crumble. Like, come on now. You took a 2-day process and you don't think I'm about to ask for this pie?
You think I'm gonna be right at your front?
And you want a Walmart pie? Don't do it. I'm telling you.
Nah, I'll make a pie.
Yeah, I was gonna say you might have to make
that
them
difficult.
Alright, so what about pumpkin? It's the same way for pumpkin pie too?
Well, for pumpkin pie, you get pureed pumpkins, and then you gotta mix.
I don't really fuck with pumpkin. I'll be honest with you. I ain't no pumpkin guy. I can't do it.
It's pretty similar. You mix it, and then you
guy.
put it in and you cook it.
I can't do it.
You can do the same with sweet potatoes. Sweet potato pie.
Sweet potato
pie.
Okay,
Shout out Patty.
I like have this thing where like I feel like so many people who aren't black don't like sweet potatoes, and every time I'm eating them, like I get so much judgment from white people.
It's funny. I don't like sweet potatoes with it.
You don't like sweet potatoes? No. What? Okay, what's your thing about sweet potatoes? Because I like things that are amazing.
Okay, wait. What do you mean? Like you don't like sweet potatoes or you don't like yams?
I don't like sweet potatoes.
Technically, they're not.
You're not, because yams are different. Like
yams
they make different.
I thought a yam was sweet potato.
There's a size different. Okay, wait. Watch the show High on the Hog for food history. It's a really good show. It's about black food history. Yeah.
I'm thinking about it. Maybe because like black people do a thing with like candy yams. So it like tastes different. It give me like, ooh, like what you doing? Like, but with regular sweet potatoes. Whoa, wait a minute. Let's rewind now. You said what on the top?
With the marshmallows? You don't put marshmallows on top?
Hell no, straight candy.
Nah, we gotta be friends. No, that is candy yams. You're lying, bro.
With the marshmallows, that's a
at the end, right at the end, put the marshmallows on the top. They nice and roasted in the oven. You pull it out. Bro, nah.
It's a different bowl game.
Nah.
You have entered a different
I do a Friendsgiving. You gotta come at
this
point. Because
we gotta each bring our little.
Y'all, I just saying. I go to the Friendsgiving. I'll eat the pies. I'll eat the shit. If I catch a nigga with some marshmallows,
listen.
I gotta dip out early.
All right, wait, time out. It's not like macaroni and breadcrumbs. That's not that.
Okay.
It's not
now
that.
You got me. Okay.
It's not that.
Okay.
It's not that.
Right,
it sweetens it because if you think about it, candy yams are sweeter yams. The marshmallows are just sweet.
You can't even taste the marshmallows really. Like it literally just adds.
I mean, you don't taste the syrup. And the candy yams.
Okay, wait. Here's another thing.
You taste the brown sugar a little bit.
Alright, so boom. Would you rather have sweet potato pie or sweet potato fry?
Ew.
I wouldn't either.
Damn.
Sweet potato fries? Y'all eat sweet potato fries? That's mad dirty.
You don't
How sweet potato fries dirty?
That's mad dirty. That's mad dirty. Sweet potato fries?
Wait, why is that dirty? I don't get it.
How's that dirty?
You eat sweet potato fries?
Yeah.
I can't do it. Dirty though. I just can't do it.
Shape is it?
Hey, hold up. Y'all drink milk?
What is it?
Ooh, that's a good topic. That's a good topic. I'm glad we got to that topic.
I drink oat milk.
No, like y'all drink like regular like cow milk.
No.
Regular milk. I'm talking.
Cause that shit. You?
That's not bad.
Give me a second. Let me set the stage.
Alright, go on.
Let me set the stage.
Go ahead.
It's 8:00 in the morning. You get out the bed. You do everything normal people do in the morning. And then you go to your fridge. You open the fridge. You look around that motherfucker, and the first thing you grab is whole milk.
The red cap.
Ooh, grab me some milk. Ooh.
And put it in a glass.
So we ain't gonna grab no cookies. We gonna dip that.
Wait, just drink it
No
milk?
cereal, just drink
straight
it.
milk
Fresh out the
glass,
container.
Like
Not chocolate milk?
No, straight white milk.
raw dog milk.
That shit is nasty,
Here's the
bro.
thing. Here's the thing.
raw.
My dad is German, right? And
Okay.
like part white. So he's like Peruvian and German. So he's like mixed.
Mhm.
And like he's the one who like introduced. My mom never drank milk or anything, but he's the one who introduced milk into my life. And I literally like I was playing sports like as a kid, and I thought it was like the essential component of my day to drink a glass of milk every single day. And like apparently it's good for your bones and your teeth, right? But then I started studying anthropology, and I found out that like a lot of the discussion around milk is like kind of like not what's it called?
Healthy.
What's the like it's like propaganda
Yes.
for white people.
Oh.
And like the way that they like exercise like purity and whiteness in history is by using like encouraging like all these different white things to become valuable, and that includes milk. Even though like people of color cannot really drink milk like that, like it's not healthy for your system. Lactose is like not great.
Alright, so boom. You got 5 choices of milk. You got whole milk.
Right.
You got low calcium.
Right.
Chocolate.
Obviously.
Strawberry.
Yes, sir.
Or almond milk.
I'm allergic to almonds.
Me too. That's why I drink oat milk.
Wait a minute.
Okay, so when I was a child, no, it's not, because when I was a child, I was originally allergic to dairy. So like breast milk, all that, couldn't drink none of that. Like it was really, really bad. Then as I got older, I was lactose intolerant. But you can't tell me no about no ice cream. So y'all just gonna have to worry about this thing, but for a little bit, especially being around ice cream, you're wildin'. And then as I'm allergic to nuts, all nuts, so almond milk is a dub. So I drink oat milk.
Yeah. I can't even have
And that's the
soy
only thing that
milk.
doesn't make me. I used to drink soy milk.
I can't
My
do it.
ex-boyfriend had
It's
allergic
like
reaction,
allergies.
so it was clipped, bro. So we
Yeah.
started drinking oat milk.
So
So what oat milk tastes like?
that's what I'm saying.
It's literally
It's-
just like milk.
I'm gonna keep it real. Now it tastes like milk,
Yeah.
but at first, what's the texture? It's milk texture. What do you mean?
But I mean like.
Oh, you mean like is
You
there
thought
oats
you thought
in
it was Odie?
Yeah.
Odious
So I'm gonna pour a bowl of Frosted Flakes and add oats. Nah, it's regular. It's just regular texture. It just tastes like. I mean, I guess for a person who's never had it, you're definitely gonna taste the oat a little bit the first time, like but
Yeah.
like a lot of people get in their coffee and stuff. It just tastes like
it's thicker than soy or like
Yeah.
that stuff.
I could just picture somebody just doing that shit right now. Like, let me go in the fridge. Let me see what I got.
oat milk.
Alright, yeah, we lit.
And it's mad expensive. It's like $3 a pop. So I got like 4 of them cartons in my.
You can get them in bulk. You get the fucking in bulk.
Go to
Bro,
Costco.
because they don't got the like the gallon. They don't got that. They got the cute little wanna be orange juice cardboard shit. Like
Not bad.
Yo, if you
I ain't
shopping,
valid.
buy bulk. It's
Costco.
the best
Get a
thing,
Costco
bro.
membership.
Best thing.
Costco or BJ's.
Yeah.
It'll save you store trips. You don't gotta do
OBJs.
it every week.
Unless you're one
DJs.
person, because then your food will just expire.
no, I still shop.
That happens to me all the time.
I still shop in bulk.
I waste so much.
But I eat.
It's a fact. I don't know how to shop. My shit will expire in like 3 days. I'm like, fuck.
It's weird. A lot
It's
of
my
males
bread.
don't know how to
It's
shop.
I don't know how to shop at all. I'm just like, I'm just buying.
I mean,
what I
a lot
just
of
Put
males are
everything
not.
in the freezer when it's about to expire. Put it in the freezer and then I take it out when I'm like ready to.
I forget I have it. I'm like, fuck.
I mean, I freeze my bread. When I first
Yeah,
get my bread, I
yes.
throw it right in the freezer. I put 1 loaf in the refrigerator, keeps it fresh,
Of course.
and then I put all the rest in the freezer. And then when I'm done with that loaf, that's when I pull another one out, put it in the fridge, and then go from there. But nah, a lot of males don't know how to grocery shop. I don't know what
I
y'all be
know how to
doing.
shop.
Why y'all be taking so much space in the grocery store?
What you mean?
But like,
what you mean by so much space?
Cause y'all don't know what y'all be wanting. Y'all don't know
I
what
know
y'all
what I
want.
be
You don't know
And
what
then
to
you get
grab.
I can't
everything
speak
that
about
you
Yo, because we
want
don't know what's in there
that
till we go
moment.
in there and look.
What do you
Exactly.
mean? No, that's a problem. That's a problem.
Make
Because
How's that a
good.
problem?
you've been going to the grocery store all your life. You telling me you still didn't know that you wanted some Gushers when you got there?
Wait. So you go to the store? You go to the
Hey,
store with a list?
Yes, I do.
I'll go to the. You know what I do?
Alright, so boom.
I'd be like, yo, I'm gonna go to the store. I don't know what I want. I just know I'm going to the store. I'm getting something.
Yeah.
You
I'm
even
walking
give
out with
yourself a
something.
budget.
Alright, so boom. When
Like
I
two-
go
like
shopping,
200?
I give myself
Like?
a budget.
Yeah, 200.
I make my little shopping list, And whatever I don't have on that list, I'll probably go back.
I mean, yeah.
I had an ex who was afraid of the
You feel me? I'm not going back. Like, if I miss it, I miss it. That's it.
Grocery shopping together because he was a
Shout out Khalil and Jose behind the camera. Those lovely, beautiful people.
I like your socks.
Yeah, so I guess for men it's intimidating.
Pizza socks.
Yeah, because
Pizza.
He didn't like it was overwhelming.
Anyway.
He said he didn't know what he wanted, so he would always be like,
Oh my gosh! Imagine if he was faded walking into the grocery store.
Hey, yo, boy.
That's the worst. Don't go to the grocery store faded.
That should get me tight,
I've
bro.
done shopping when I was faded. I grabbed some whole wild shit. I'm like, I looked at the receipt.
And they're making TikTok meals, like, bro.
I'm like, what the fuck did I just grab?
Crazy.
Fact.
I did not come for this.
Like,
Yeah. You know what I hate about the grocery store?
People.
Nah. That? Yes.
Like you're
First of the
like
month,
you're gonna go to
bro.
store
No, the
and there's
first?
people in there.
have you ever worked
Like,
in a
what the
grocery
fuck?
store?
I work in a grocery store.
Me too. Like, you can work in ShopRite.
Yes, I work in ShopRite. Yes, bro, I'm telling you.
Alright.
Do not go to
And back in
ShopRite
the
on the
day,
front.
back
on
in the day,
first.
they didn't have baggers. You was the bagger and the cashier. I'm in here like,
I'm not gonna
Damn.
lie. When I worked at Sam's Club, that shit was hell.
Bro, I don't want to do it.
I used to hate working shopper, bro. I used to hate
When
dealing
you
with
had-
people, bro.
bro.
When people what they had to grab, I had to scan legit every item on
I don't like people,
on their
man.
little truck or whatever. Them niggas went crazy with the shit. One person bought like 20 boxes of like gush.
How the fuck we get here? What? How do we get to this topic?
I don't know. But we on it.
We started talking about food?
Food? We talking about fall. How the hell we get
Oh
on
no,
the
yo,
grocery shopping
that
shit?
or no, because then we talking about milk. Then they said
yeah.
They said something about oat milk. Da da da. He mentioned something about shopping for it, and then we went to that. I think.
No, but food is essential to fall. Like,
It's
that's the whole
definitely
point.
essential though.
It's like
I guess
the
we're not on
biggest
topic.
food season, really. Like if you think about
Food
it.
season, I like that. It's food season.
I guess I'm a good host after all.
Yeah.
Welcome back. You know, we just got talking about fall, things we loved about fall. We got really deep into oat milk, got deep into pies, you know, but we're going to switch to a serious note, serious topic. You know, we're going to talk about abusive relationships or, you know, abusive situations or anything you guys have maybe been involved with in the past that maybe impacted you and like how you deal with relationships today. And you know, what would you do different if you could? Anything? Let's start.
Just quick note for everyone, make sure volume is good, which you guys were doing very well, and just make sure everyone speaks, like whoever has like the floor, make sure they have the floor,
Gotcha.
no like interruptions between
Gotcha,
each other.
gotcha.
But other than that,
Should we
everything's
do
fine.
content warning? Should we be like, like content warning?
Yeah,
For
probably.
anyone who
Yeah,
has been
probably.
in
Warning.
an abusive
You know how to do content
relationship.
warnings?
Be warned.
And then maybe like link the hotline at the end. The like abusive
like just
relationship.
flat-
Like the
hotline.
viewer
You know how
discretion,
people
yeah,
want to
yeah,
like
yeah.
reference and
Yes,
stuff,
yeah.
they link
Oh,
it at
from
the
the start?
end, you know?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
because it's gonna be some issues.
Gonna be some shit.
Who wants to start?
Why is there?
I don't got nothing.
So how's everyone day?
I don't got nothing. Sorry, I'm sorry. I don't got nothing.
Okay, I guess.
Next topic or what we on?
I mean,
I
At least
mean,
one person.
I could talk about mine. Too, if that's-
Okay, so a little bit about. I don't really want to say abusive.
Okay.
I would rather say more domestic.
Better word.
Why? Due to the simple fact that when I think of abusive, I think of someone just coming in having a bad day or something and just automatically just beating on that person. But when I think more of domestic, I think like, okay, there's, as all people always say, there's three sides to a story. There's your side, my side, and the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And in domestic, you're not alone. You don't go through all of that stuff by yourself.
Right.
It's not just their actions that are supposed to be held accountable as well. It's also yours, which also makes me want to get into as well with, you know, a male and a female and hitting each other and things like that. It's not always just the male's fault. It's not always just the female's fault. So if you know somebody who is going through something within a situation like that, you shouldn't leave them. They need help. Even if they're not asking for help, show that you still care. Because if you if you make it seem like they're bugging, they're crazy, why are you still with this person and why are you still going through this? Eventually it's getting to a point where that person's going to lock themselves into a hole that they already are in, deeper, and feel like they have nobody at all. Because who would have ever thought that the person that you thought you was going to spend your rest of your life with, you would have to deal with something like this so traumatic.
Very true.
I've been in a domestic, kind of still an ongoing situation. I mean, I don't mess with that person anymore, but it's gotten to a point where it's gotten to a legal standpoint. I'm a ROD, so I ain't snitching. I didn't write statements of that shit. But I never thought it was going to get to where it got. I always thought that eventually we could control it, but you can only do so much for a person. You can't make a person change if the person don't want to change. You could bring the horse to the water, but you cannot get the horse to drink.
Talk to me. Talk to me.
So, don't get me wrong. I'm not ever going to say that the person that I have had this issue with just came into the house and just wailed on me. No, absolutely not. It always escalated. It started from somewhere.
Right.
And I'm definitely not going to say I wasn't not swinging, because I was definitely swinging. You know me, you know what's up. Like, nah. But overall, I don't want to talk more on the situation. I just want to talk about how I overcame it as a person. It's helped me so much. But, I mean, there's good and bad into it. The good, I realized my worth. I became so much stronger as a black woman, as a woman in general. You literally, females, we have this conversation all the time with our friends. What will we do if a man put their hands on us? I mean, I was always off for it. He gonna die. But I'm sitting here if I'm being really honest, ain't nobody ever gonna put their hands on, until you really are in that situation, and it's like, you really just put your hands on me.
Right.
Exactly.
Why? I didn't want to tell nobody. I didn't tell my mama. I didn't tell my friends. They all just found out. And everybody's like, Ashanti? And I'm like, yeah, me. Confused. Just as confused as y'all. But I've regained my worth. I like to tell people, not even tell people, but I like to help people get out of the situations that they are in. If I see you in that same situation, I just feel like you don't got to take my advice. I definitely hit people with it
is what it is, though.
I would, but you don't have to,
right,
because you're not about to hold me accountable for your actions.
Right.
Yeah.
But inner peace. Drake just dropped CLB, and he literally said, he lost friends to get his inner peace.
Yes, sir.
I love my ex. I love him to death. Man. Wish him nothing but the best in life. But not talking to you, I have found my inner peace.
Right.
So it's just but don't think that I don't have my bad days. I'm terrified to fall in love again. I'm scared to trust somebody again. Because I'm scared that if I give you my all, like I just gave this last person, are you going to do me how they did me? Which is wrong.
Right.
Because everybody is not the same. And don't get me wrong, my ex, he's not a bad person. He's not a bad person at all. He's just this nigga real life fighting demons. So and his demons just came out on me type shit. Just like some of my demons just came out on him.
Yeah.
But you have to realize when you have to put your foot down and go and get that help.
Are there any misconceptions that you've heard about domestic violence that you've heard from maybe TV or somebody else that you want to clear up
so many misconceptions a lot of people think you get a domestic slap on your name, it is what it is, it's just a charge. No, you get a domestic slap on your name, you ain't getting an apartment, you ain't getting a job, you probably gonna lose all your friends.
Facts.
No, that's very serious. So when it comes to a legal thing, it's more serious. It's way more serious than you thought. It's not just, we go to court, I say what I say, we're gonna end it there. No, they're sending you domestic numbers because they want you to join groups. They want you to reach out to them anytime there's an incident or a problem, or even for example, how I'm not gonna go and discuss more onto the case, but if something like this happens to me again, type shit, I'm gonna get charged as well
Yeah.
because I let it rock the first time.
Yeah. And also with restraining orders, like, that shit's so, like, that also goes on your record. So, like, when people are looking at your jobs and stuff, they have to see if you
Right.
gotten a restraining order before, and they'll judge you based off of that. So, like, even protecting yourself against someone, like, sometimes can be, like, a detriment to, like, your, like, standing in, like, certain positions. Like,
And
the
there's
workplace.
there's definitely a difference between restraining order and protective order.
Yes.
Protective order, you just protective orders have levels to it, but like majority of protective orders, you're just not supposed to talk to that person, can't really be in the same place as them, things like that. Restraining order, like nothing at all. No, don't even try to email me, don't call me, block, like you're going to jail.
Yeah.
Like, so that's definitely a misconception. People think that restraining orders and protective orders are the same exact thing, but honestly, restraining orders are more extensive than a protective order. What else? Just you feel alone. You feel alone. You feel mad lost in the sauce. Ask for help.
Yeah.
I got a therapist. I told him that my therapist was the only person I feel like I told like that ass everything to, like on my rights, on my wrongs, like everything. And I felt like I told her more because she was a stranger and she like there was no judgment.
No judgment. Yeah.
There's no judgment. Nobody was judging you. You know.
Exactly.
So even though, especially in the Black community, mental health is such a big issue and people feel like it's not okay for you to go talk to other people and men as well.
Yeah.
Like it's such a problem for y'all to hold in your feelings when it's not.
Yeah.
Go talk to somebody. Let it out. Because like I said, you're fighting demons.
And
How are you supposed to fight this fight by yourself?
Facts every
And
day.
if you do, you might end up hurting someone else. So
Exactly.
You need to deal with it.
So, I mean, that's my little
Yeah.
shebang on it.
I'm glad you brought up the Black community because that leads us into our next topic. Now, in the African American community, there's a stigma around like being like homosexual and stuff like that. It's a pretty weird thing because like growing up like in Black households, they're not teaching you like, oh, if you gay, you gay, like it's okay. Like they're not really teaching you that. It's not that type of thing. They got real opinions about that. You know how your parents they always got opinions on something. Your parents always got an opinion on something. They like, oh, you should do this because I did it that way and I ain't like it that way. I don't think you'll like it. They got opinions on everything for days. The one thing like I've heard extensively, like no matter what side of my family I'm on, they always say the same thing. Like it's just like real frowned upon to be like Black and gay because they thinking like, damn, like you already Black, you already got the world against you, and then you kind of like they almost like thinking you choosing to be like now you want to be gay too, like.
They say like I don't want that for you, like or something. Yeah.
As if that's such a bad thing or another target on their back.
Right.
Yeah.
You're gonna be targeted no matter what.
Right.
And I think that also like feeds into like the hyper masculinization of like Black people and like how like like for Black women at least and also for Black men, like obviously there's toxic masculinity and they can't show a feminine side and Black women are often portrayed as like super aggressive and loud and like just like reactionary.
Oh my gosh, all the characters I've been called.
and so it's like it's like interesting because that does like it people think gender and sexuality are like the same thing, right? So like the way that you express yourself is like your sexuality. Like if you're more feminine male, you're gay. If you're like a more masculine female, you're gay. Right. And like that's not necessarily like the case at all. Like it people express themselves in different ways, and like I think in the Black community specifically, there's a lot of pressure to like be like strong all the time and like not be fragile or like anything, and like the way that's expressed is through like being like very like aggressive or like being like more masculine.
I feel that. One thing too I've noticed, like you kind of like in like Black households, you can't even like dress certain ways because they'll start assuming like, why you wearing that? That's kind of fruity. Like why you wearing that? Like it'd be weird stuff. Like and people would think like people like Prince, they'll be like, oh, Prince is gay because he wears heels, he wears blouses. Prince probably get more hoes more than anybody. Your group of friends, your group of friends, your group of friends combined. Like, he probably pulled all them hoes. Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was gay. Michael Jackson will take your girl. He'll take your girl. All he gotta do is moonwalk one time. Your girl's coming with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Prince.
And I think like people are, I guess like because of pop culture icons like that, like I think more and more people are maybe starting to get comfortable with expressing themselves that way, like Jaden Smith and like there's other artists.
I was about to say Young Thug. Like, come on now.
He wore wedding dresses on his album cover. Like, come on,
but
dog.
like, I mean, like, it's, like they've been like expressing themselves since they were kids. Some of these people like this, and it's like showing the growing up in a different generation and like how that works and like the dynamics of that. And I think like it's not even just wearing a dress and a skirt. It's like the way you carry yourself, right? And so like, I don't think like I personally like when sometimes I feel like people do that to be like to try
to fit in.
Like I feel like now in pop culture people are like, oh, like I'll be edgy or artsy or cool if I wear a skirt and I'm a male, or if I paint my nails and I'm a guy, like all those white TikTokers who paint their nails because it's a trend, right? And like it's like express yourself however you want to express yourself. That's the point. You don't follow trends to express yourself. You express yourself the way you want to.
Right.
So like that's just my thing on that. Like I think like pop culture icons, like well, it's like nice to have them. Like you don't have to follow exactly what they're doing just because they're expressing themselves in a specific way.
The main one is Lil Nas X. He's been real active with this.
Honestly, and I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, no.
First of all,
he's just voicing out his opinion.
If we gonna talk about Lil Nas X,
I'm confused by the pregnancy thing.
Yo, I know that shit.
let's talk about that real quick.
I don't understand it. Can someone
explain? And the demonicness, but
that was
the dancing on the devil shit. That's the only part of it I really didn't fuck with. You can be whatever you want to be, do whatever you want to do. That just was weird to me. I didn't like that. Like,
now I'm not gonna lie. I seen some shit on Snap with Lil Nas X and Tony Hawk. So Tony Hawk drew his blood to be put on his skateboard.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like that's
the same shit. Like
as what he
only difference is there's a difference though.
But wasn't he saying it was demon blood?
He's fucking
which I don't think is valid. And like with the whole demonic thing, I feel like my like little interpretation of it was because being gay or whatever is so bad, so evil. I feel like that's why he did that, but I felt like he could have showed it a better way.
Easily could have did it a different way. Why you gotta be giving the devil a lap dance in
like,
music?
That was kind of out of pocket, my friend.
But I do think like he did get a reaction out of it, which is like kind of the goal I think of artists is to like to try and get reactions out of people by being so like shocking, like doing things that make people uncomfortable.
And it's made him so much bigger.
And it did make people uncomfortable, and it did make him bigger. My thing is, I don't like the commercialization of like sexuality or like there's something called like I think it's called like pink something, I forgot what it's called, but basically it's like when like brands and companies during like gay pride stuff, like they start to like have more products that have like the rainbow flag on it and stuff like that. It's called pink washing. It's like whitewashing but with like it's like gay products, and it's a way for them to like make money because they're like everything has the rainbow flag on it. We're supporting like LGBTQIA communities, but really like the people that are giving them money are like all like people who are homophobic. And so like it's pretty similar to that. It's like like you have like if you're trying to like commercialize sexuality and like dance on the devil and like have sneakers that have like what really messed me up was the sneaker part, like selling sneakers with the devil.
That's probably the devil
on it. It just felt like I'm like, why are we feeding into capitalism in our expression of ourselves?
And they made it seem like because they didn't want him to sell his shoes because he was gay. That's not why they didn't want him to sell his shoes. He put out Nike Air Maxes with blood in them and did not ask Nike.
Right.
How you gonna just How you gonna do that? Like you can't just sell a product they didn't sell till you can sell.
And have people wearing the devil.
Tony Hawk selling skateboards and Tony Hawk skateboard. That's the thing. He's selling his own skateboards.
Yeah.
He's doing his own thing.
Fact.
You know what I mean? You can't really be mad at him for selling blood and skateboard. He's just weird.
But the thing is,
I mean, it's
you steal.
blood. That's
you're stealing.
pocket, but
that's still out of pocket.
You know what I mean? It's still wild.
Yeah.
it's still wild anyway. Like, why we got?
I ain't putting my blood in nobody's.
I need my blood in my body. Why I want to put it on stuff?
My ancestors don't play like that.
We ain't doing all that, man.
Like,
we ain't doing all that.
I'm about to buy some magic.
If we gonna talk about, I'm glad we on the topic of like Lil Nas, like Lil Nas X, because there's a person like that's been going around like been pretty much hating everything Lil Nas X do. Lil Boozy. Let's talk about Lil Boozy real quick.
I feel like Boozy's out of pocket.
Out of pocket. Like, he definitely wildin'.
I don't even know what he said.
No, it's not even about what he says. It's just him in general.
Yeah, it's like how he's going about.
Like, he be having me weak sometimes.
Yeah, he don't like gay people.
But he goes too, like, why are you going so hard about a topic you know nothing about?
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's hitting his heart or something.
Stay in your lane, because like.
But that's the thing. That's the thing.
Always in his feelings about some shit.
Sometimes people project about shit because they're actually covering up a part of their own identity.
Okay, which is fine.
So
but
it's like no, but what I'm saying is he might be self-hating. Like, we don't know what.
He might be homosexual on the line, but he's just not dealing with it right.
I'm just saying, like, but I'm just saying, if you care so much about a topic and you're like advocating for it so aggressively, and it has nothing to do with you, it probably actually does have something to do with you.
Yeah.
And you don't even think about it that way, or you do, and you're like, oh, I'm trying to like hurt this part of myself. It's like you're trying to like reform yourself.
I don't know. It's the switch up for me, because. We was all singing Old Town Road.
I'm still singing Old Town Road. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Until you found out what Old Town Road was really about.
Next topic. I know everyone is gonna have something on conspiracy theories. I love conspiracy theories because like something just ain't right. You know what I mean? Like things just don't be right to me. Like when things don't always be what they seem to be.
Give me an example.
It's game time.
Alright, so you want to go deep into it?
Give me an
This is
example.
my topic.
Deep into it. Personally.
About to go down.
Personally. My opinion. I think 9/11. I think Bush.
In fact.
It was Bush.
Period.
Like, I believe it was Bush.
Why?
The reason why I believe it was Bush. Alright. First off, they did what they did. He found out and he kind of like, I heard he like didn't really have no reaction to it. Because if you hear something crazy happening, like just some crazy, people just ran a plane into some buildings, you're not gonna bat an eye. You ain't gonna say not like, oh wow. Not even that. That's the biggest reaction like you could have possibly got. Oh wow. Nothing. Like
Maybe he was just fed up.
fed up with what though? What his daddy was doing? His daddy did his dad.
Well, I mean,
Don't start me with the Bushes,
like,
man.
The whole thing.
Because if I start with Bush, I'm gonna have to get into Reagan. I hate Reagan. I think Reagan the devil.
Oh, yeah.
There's 6 letters in his first, middle, and last name. He is the devil. That is another conspiracy. People might not believe me. I think Reagan is a demon.
Reagan put crack in the streets
or something.
Facts.
Honestly, I don't think nobody's a devil, to be honest, because when well, basically, like what I was told, conspiracy theories, the Bible is definitely a conspiracy theory. But when God comes down to collect his people, God's not coming down. He will not ever touch this nasty ass, dirty ass earth.
That's a fact, bro.
The devil is
Dingy
gonna
as
come,
hell.
and the devil is gonna come looking like God, and he's gonna take all his people. So you telling me that Reagan is just out here chilling until it's time for him to take all his people?
Hey yo.
Well, Reagan dead as hell now. But
he took a fair amount.
No, but like
fair point. But the thing is, like, there's so many like evil figures.
But the thing is,
that you just gotta wonder, like,
if you think about it, most of the evil figures that, at least in the U.S., are white.
But they not ready for that.
That's a fact.
They're not ready for that.
And like, I know someone who was like a conspiracy theorist, and not me, someone else, someone who I was talking to once. They like thought that every single white person was an alien, and they were set on it. I kid you not, this man said that every single white person on the planet was an alien.
Bro, they just killed his kid.
I mean, I
he said he's seen it. He said he's seen it. So I don't know. And then he was saying something about how like, actually I'm not gonna get into this, but like medicine in the medical field is trying to make us all turn into aliens as well. So we need to stay away from white medical practices.
Don't trust them. Wait, let me finish this one thing about the 9/11. Also,
I got vaccinated.
Also,
Yo,
I'm vaccinated.
I wanted to be outside.
Yo, the one thing I didn't mention about the 9/11 thing was that the whole time, like, the U.S. was like looking for oil, and like they kind of knew what oil was, so they like, I feel like they needed a diversion to not just go in there directly to drill for the oil. They needed something to like take their attention off of it, like what they was trying to do, and I think that was the biggest thing.
Blow up the world trade, like
do something like just to get that one of the biggest cities in the United States, New York City.
They could have did anything else. What about the Statue of Liberty? Why couldn't they just shoot her down? They didn't have to kill all those people.
Word.
It's not. It's about the message. But they don't care about the people. It's about the message.
Right.
They trying to send a message. We here.
Like the same thing with John F. Kennedy getting shot. Like that.
I don't really think there's much conspiracy about that though.
I mean, obviously, like did you ever see that movie that recently came out that was, what's his name? The actor from Black Panther was in it. Or Daniel. No. Daniel.
Kamuya.
Yeah. He was in it, and he was like one of the main characters, and it was on, like the Black Panthers.
Oh,
and, like,
yeah.
Like the Black Panthers. Like,
Yeah.
The Black Panther Party. And
Judas
like,
and the Black Messiah.
And yes, Judas and the Black Messiah. Yes, exactly. And like in that film, like it talks about like the situation that was happening during that time, and I think it does reflect a little bit on JFK's death. But like JFK was like very supportive. Of, like, Black Panthers. So like I think like definitely there was people did not like him.
They didn't.
Because they were like, he's gonna make things better for Black people.
I feel like someone knows.
We don't want that.
I feel like someone. No, it's not someone knows something. Someone knows the way of life. There is no way we are born into this world to just die.
I don't believe that either. Like
to just die.
Gotta be
You're telling me that I came here.
Just to
I'm
die.
here. I'm here.
Be lonely and dead.
Just to get married, have a. Who came up with this whole
structure?
That's what I'm saying. Like, no, I think it was. White folks.
No, it was because the way we were
no,
living
definitely the American dream,
so
the white picket fence.
They told me you gotta get up. You gotta get up early in the morning. You gotta be the first one to work. You gotta be the last one to leave. I don't want to be the first one to work,
and not the last one to leave.
And the thing
and
is,
all the niggas
too,
was
like,
happy about it too.
If you even think about
they was like dumb happy to work for this shit.
Like the money we're paying to get our education is basically we're spending money to get smart so that we can get jobs to make money. Like, how does that make sense?
That is like
literally spending money.
No, because why am I $20,000 in debt? And I never even.
And I ain't learned shit.
Like, I ain't got shit. Like I'm just.
You ain't taught me shit. All you keep telling me is to read the book.
You bought the diploma.
Yo.
The book you told me to spend $130 on, and you ain't even spending $130 on the book. You spend $130 on the code to get the book.
On the code.
What we talking about here? Like, if we talking about college is a scam. Let's talk about that.
It's a big scam.
College is a scam.
Okay, wait. I can agree to disagree.
Disagree. Okay.
Only for the simple fact that if it wasn't for college, I wouldn't know a lot of the things that I do know now, or got into the interest of things that I am interested in today.
I gotta respect that.
Now,
absolutely.
Respect.
A lot of the buying the books thing, paying $130 for Mr. W, whoever you are, that's stupid.
I hate you.
That was a scam.
If I see you, I'ma smack the shit out.
That's a scam because when I was in high school, y'all wasn't trying to give us the books that we needed to read. Whoa. Now you want me to pay this money that I do not have, but in order for me to get to where I want to get in life, I have to take this course to make that money, to get that book, to do what I have to do. Now
and
that
you're not even guaranteed to get a job in the thing you major in.
And let's talk about that because I'm over here working at Amazon and I got a whole degree.
So what we doing?
What are we doing here?
And people gonna look me in my eyes and say, hey, you go to college, you can be whatever you want to be. Yeah, damn right. In debt.
Like, it really, be in debt. Like, sometimes I used to think, like, my mom really told me, like, I could be the president. Hell no, I can't be the president.
How am I gonna be the president? I'm $20,000 in debt.
No, I cannot. How am I gonna be the president in the world is $1 billion and something, $1 trillion something in debt? You think I'm supposed to help these people? No way.
That's a job.
Like,
no way.
It's looking slow.
I don't get it.
No,
College
slow.
College is a conspiracy theory.
I think the only benefit, like you were saying, the only benefit of college is like that you grow through it, but like there are other ways of growing as well, like outside of college. Like I know people who didn't go to college who learned a lot more from like world experiences than they would have learned from college. Like take a trip to Europe instead of spending money for college. Go travel. Like visit the motherland. Like, literally visit your aunt. Like, do something productive that's not college. I mean, you can, but like you can also do that.
Trade school.
Facts.
Trade school is training you to do what you're looking to do.
Literally.
And you're gonna get paid for it once you get your certificate.
Facts.
College, you gotta pay a whole lot of money.
Lot of bread.
Just if you don't, let's be honest. If you are not damn near a 4.0 student, you don't have every recommendation possible. And you better go to the right school. Like, you better go to the right high school. Because they not looking at you. Like, they not looking at you.
Unless you're getting recruited.
Yeah. Oh, even if you know how to dribble a ball, they are at your door. Not all the time. But when your knees stop working, you buy yourself.
That's what they leave you.
Buy yourself. I've heard plenty of stories of colleges taking whole scholarships away from people because they twist their ankle.
But
they can't play no more.
If you do go to college and you do end up on a team, make your connections. Find people who you know will lift you up and you can move up together. Because if you do, then like that will help you later on in life more than like the books will. And like honestly, also like because of social media and because of all of that, you can network outside of college now. Like get your LinkedIn together. Like, Black people need to get on LinkedIn. I don't see enough Black people on LinkedIn. Get your LinkedIn together because like that will help you create connections and network and move up.
Stay connected. Get into them.
Get connected for free with education connection.
You know what I think too? If you really do thorough history of colleges and stuff like that, you would see college wasn't really meant for us anyway.
It wasn't.
It was literally, colleges were meant for white people with money to learn more than they could learn living at their house. Colleges were not meant for Black people. They were trying to keep us out. They've been trying to keep us out for years. That's why we got them HBCUs. Yeah. You got them HBCUs because them Dukes and them Ohio States and them.
But the HBCUs are still ran by who?
The man.
If we're going to talk about it, let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Because the HBCUs are still ran by who? Exactly why I picked the PWI and I stayed where I was. Because why am I going to still go give this white man all this money so I could say I went to Howard when I could get this low-key the same education over at Southern?
Alright, let me just say something real quick. I got different types of uncles. I got an Uncle Corey. You know, I had an Uncle Tommy. I have never once in my life met Uncle Sam. Why does he get all my fucking money and I ain't never met that nigga a day in my life? He don't need none of my money. How come every time I get paid, Uncle Sam need a portion of my check?
You got me thinking, because I work for Uncle Sam.
And
I ain't never meet this man.
That's a fact.
Why we working for the man?
I was in the field writing papers, learning how to shoot, still getting an education for my Uncle Sam.
Uncle Sam wanted me. I said, "Yeah, you got me." Like,
you got me, buddy. You got me. What I gotta do?
I was like, well, sign me up, like a dumbass.
Like a dummy, bro.
Didn't even read the motherfucker. I did not read the contract at all. I didn't read not one word in that shit. Went to the last page. I signed that motherfucker.
I'd be offended just if they recruit me. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm not going. I'm flat-footed.
No, I definitely didn't read that either. I seen where I was going when I was coming back. See how much money I was making and what I had to do and when I had to do it. And then I just was like...
Where it was like, all right, here you go.
It's all conspiracy, bro.
Boot camp!
Everything's a conspiracy. College is a conspiracy. I know for certain. Because college, if you think about it, you really unless you poor, you never really be hearing white folks oh, I got all this fucking debt from colleges. Because they be having the money to go. You be hearing from Black people, they be oh, I'm broke about 50,000. They want money every week. The light bill can't get paid because the college put their portion. College ain't meant for Black people, truth be told. I think Black people are better off just trying to find different ways to educate themselves.
Yeah, but not only that.
Because with our own resources, we do great things.
Yeah, we do better.
Honestly, we don't need them. We don't need these colleges the way people think we need these colleges. It's just a stigma
something
around
we were
it.
taught.
There's a stigma around it. Go to college because that's what everybody else did.
Right.
But every college ain't.
But you don't want me to be a follower.
They be like, if Tommy jumped off a bridge, would you jump with him?
I'll be like,
Tommy
yeah.
went to college, you want me to go with him?
Right.
You know what I mean? Jumping off the bridge is free. I'm gonna come right back up. Might do it again. Who really want to go back to school? You just spent 30, 40,000. You like,
Yeah, that's why I'm over here like master's program.
masters.
You telling me in order to become a forensic pathologist, I gotta do 8 years of school? You telling me in order to look at dead bodies and learn more about bones that are already learned from 5th grade to now, I gotta go back to school?
Just go to a crime scene. You see some dead bodies for free.
Not even that. Not even that. You know where I grew up?
Free. Free. Like it's free.
Like
You don't gotta pay a dime. It's free. You open your eyes. You see it. Oh God. Got him. That's it.
got him.
That's it. You go back home. You didn't spend a dime, did you?
Nope.
That's it. Like I don't
That
know.
was a free experience. You
So
done learn
crazy.
something.
Now, granted, I understand being like a doctor. If I see somebody pulling up in the doctor's office, like, hey, doc, you got a master's degree? Nah, I got an associate's.
Nah, yeah, that's right. No, that's what
I'm gonna be like,
I'm not like
brother, listen. Hey, brother, listen. I respect you. Can you bring your colleague in here or something? Like, I can't do it, bro. Not no associates. I need the doctorate. I need the master's. I need whatever you got, bro. That's the only profession I'll be like, all right, okay. I need you to be the highest level of your field.
Honestly, I had trouble memorizing some of that stuff, so I feel like if it was
I'm
just
not doing it.
undergrad without graduate school, doctor.
Yeah, no, doctors, they need that. To
Scary.
be honest,
You-
especially
for
after
sure.
watching Chicago Med and Grey's Anatomy.
Yo, they
Nah,
need that.
Yo.
y'all need to go to school. Like,
Go to
y'all are
school,
meant
bro.
for that.
Go to
Y'all are meant
school.
for that. But like
Go to school, please.
certain other jobs, it's not like really needed.
Actually, I lied. That and a lawyer. I don't want no
Nah.
lawyer that
I
don't
don't
got
know.
no degree.
Nah, I don't know. I agree to disagree.
Listen, man.
I promise.
I don't know.
I feel like if you could talk, if you could talk your way out of something, that's really all lawyers doing is talking their way out of it. They grabbing all the evidence, getting all the evidence
But
together.
there are
You telling me the
rules
truth,
in
I'm gonna switch.
court, right?
If you can persuade.
If you
Okay.
can persuade.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about that, though.
But then there's like a structure to persuasion, like literally psychological. Like my mom is a lawyer. She went to school for psychology, and like there's like a psychological technique to like being a lawyer, like to getting in people's head and persuading people. If you don't know the psychological stuff, I'm sorry, like you don't naturally just wake up and know how to persuade someone to do something. Like people could try, but really like there's a structure to it. And in court there's like a rhetoric and there's like a whole way of talking.
Lawyers can like make you do a lot of shit. There's some days I can't even get a ride from my mama. I can't persuade her to do that. So I ain't getting nobody off no body, bro. Like you kill somebody or kill somebody, I can't help you.
Yeah.
If the evidence all pointing to you, I'm gonna be like, damn.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Plea deal.
That's a dub.
It's a plea. Like,
And
hey,
if you
listen.
mess it up as a lawyer,
Oh,
that person
God.
could lose their life.
No, yeah,
too.
that's mad
So
wild.
that's the thing. Like, it's
Word.
like being a doctor. Like, you could literally kill
I
someone.
don't want no lawyer rolling straight out of
But I
bed
feel-
drunk. Ugh. All right, let's get on
Like,
my
you sending someone to
Especially on the
prison?
operating table.
I don't want no nigga with the shaky hands operating on my heart.
That's mad.
Yo, got me fucked up. That's like, you ever seen the movie Flight with Denzel?
Yes.
This nigga was drunk. Hands, bro. You don't even realize this nigga, because first off, you never see the pilot when he get on the plane. The
Never.
first one on the plane, you don't even know if he drunk.
The
you don't
first
know if he
one and
high.
the last
Speaking of planes, conspiracy theory, Flight 828,
What's
Manifest. Have you watched
Oh,
Manifest?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
now time out.
Yes.
I read something on Facebook. You know, I love the Facebook, and it was a story about how it wasn't all. Basically, it was this kind of like the same thing as Flight 828, but the only difference was it wasn't as many people, and they didn't get superpowers. But like it's real. Like it actually, like
They,
it
like,
might be a
disappeared
real
and
thing.
came
Like they
back.
disappeared and dead came back, which then made me think more about the Bermuda Triangle.
No.
The Bermuda.
I love
dangerous
it.
ass
I
triangle.
love it.
Bermuda.
Damn.
Well, first off,
They say it's
I
like
don't know.
tectonic
My aunt's been like through the Bermuda Triangle a couple times, so
Really?
she's been through a couple times because she like goes on cruises and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like boats.
Yeah, that's why I'd be so confused. Right?
Yeah, it's weird.
Because it's like there's like a specific area, I guess, that gets hit by like a storm of some sort, right? And then they just lose the boats and they don't know where it went.
I think
So you telling me you don't know where these boats went, but you could go to space?
Word.
Let's talk about that. Word. Wait a minute. Now that we on space. Pilar gave me some good shit yesterday that I had to think about. Now there's people, right? Like when it's cold as hell outside, you can have a thick ass coat on, layers, and you can still get hypothermia. You can still freeze. Space cold as hell.
It's like negative.
How the hell you just put on a suit and be like, okay,
I'm cool. I'm good.
And they say it's because the air is different, so it's like you don't feel it or something like that. But I feel like you still need the protective suit. Like sure, the whole oxygen and everything that works, but like with temperature, like I feel like we don't know how to control temperature down here. So how do we know how to control?
Not even that. Why are we up in space trying to figure out space when we don't even know?
Much money.
No. Why are we up in space? Why are we up in space learning about space when we are on a floating circle, whatever you want to call it, right? And it's majority water, and we only know 5% of it.
We have our original host.
Your boy here.
Mr.
Hey.
Alex, a.k.a. the GOAT, a.k.a. the leader. Anyway, 20 minutes. So there's one topic that we have for last, and that is how social media is affecting the youth today.
Amen.
All right, let me tell you. So back in my day, I don't give a fuck.
What we got to say about
my
that?
day.
Boy, let me
That was
tell
like
you,
last
man,
week for you.
Social media done got y'all unsympathetic, man. I really be,
Actually, I think you got
under
two
people
cents.
post
That's a fact.
about serious things, and I just be like, don't give a fuck and making jokes about it. Why is that?
And why comment anyway if you wasn't even gonna be supportive?
I felt that.
You
And-
wasted your time just to comment.
And like social media gets you all about everybody's business.
Facts.
Facts.
Like
and social media have you think that you know people, but
when
you
you
really
don't,
don't.
because my Instagram is nothing but jokes.
You
Facts.
think you know them, you do not know them people. Y'all swear y'all be knowing these celebrities. Y'all swear up and down y'all know Beyonce like y'all know Nicki Minaj. Oh, I'm part of the Beehive. And she don't know you.
You've never had a conversation with her before. How do you know?
At least the Queen Bee know who her subjects is. She don't know you.
That's
You
a
know, I
fact.
don't rock with you. Like, social
Just
media
like
is
how
so
everybody,
weird.
how
I be
most females
sissing
call themselves
everybody.
Barbies.
I be
Don't
like,
do
that's
that.
bro. That's
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't ride or die.
Ride for her.
Don't do it.
Ride for her.
Don't do it. I'm a little upset at Nicki Minaj about her actions, about what's going on with her. And I feel like I could definitely put in a little piece on that because I know about her situation due to knowing the victim. But I'm a ride or die Barb, so let's not do that.
I don't like them. I can't do it.
Let's not
Wait,
do that.
but I will say you can like someone's content and their stuff more than because you don't actually know them as a person, so you could like who they present as, and that's fine.
Man, I hope
That's
y'all get to
allowed.
like
You're
us.
allowed to have inspiration
Facts.
for who you
I
are.
hope y'all get to like
How we
us.
become
If you like us,
Y'all gonna know our
thumbs up.
personality, man. Y'all don't know the real us. I hope y'all like us. But
Imagine if I'm on your
man.
TV, you see this face. Every week.
Y'all can't
Every
see
time
me
you turn the
in
channel,
person.
I'm there.
Y'all can't see me in
You're gonna
person, bro.
hate me. I love
Another
it.
thing I hate about social media is like, bro, like these celebrities, man, they just regular people. Stop treating them like they like
Bro.
gods and
It's
stuff
the
like that.
BBL effect. I hate this shit.
Bro, like y'all be seeing somebody out in public and be like, oh my god, oh my. Nah, bro, they breathe
Freaking
just like
out,
people.
bro.
They just got bread.
All they
like,
did was
bugging.
sing a
They got bread.
song.
And sometimes it's not even talent though. Sometimes sometimes they're not talented. They just have money. And so they have access to things that will make them seem talented.
Like
But-
Paris Hilton.
Like that's
but
why
the
they
more
can
money-
cross through different.
No, why does that lady have a kitchen?
Where did she
And
go?
she don't know how to use the oven. She didn't even know she had a microwave in her crib. I was watching on Netflix the other day. I'm like, yo, you know how to work a
Let me just
microwave.
say though.
Like
Let me
what?
just say about Paris Hilton. I I do think that she is smarter than she comes off as, and this is her market. Like, we don't know who she is. She's literally, I think it's similar to the Kardashians. Like, how do you make a lot of money like that without knowing how to move through the system?
That's fair.
And without knowing how to navigate it. Paris Hilton inspired I watched her documentary because someone was telling me to watch it. And, like, she literally, like, built the mold for the Kardashians, who built the mold for all these, like, influencers and shit. So, like, honestly, the amount of money she has is for literally, like, she's the one who made Instagram, who made everything, every social media platform what it is based on her own persona.
But she don't know how to make a
microwave? Crafting it.
Use a microwave?
But that's the thing. The whole documentary shows that she pretends she's stupid when she's not.
Yeah.
She pretends that she doesn't know how to use a microwave. She pretends, and it's a persona that she makes so that we can be entertained. But
I'm
she's not actually who she is as a person. So thank you for entertaining us.
I'm entertained.
Yeah.
Entertained. You got my view.
But where's that entertaining us from, though?
But, like, sometimes it's toxic, you know? Because it's like...
Boom. Let's be honest. The whole generation is, like, obsessed with toxicity.
Facts.
It's pretty much all over TV.
Motherfuckers doing that word have not stopped using it since.
Yeah, like, you're pretty much obsessed with it. Like, if it's not interesting, people usually... Interesting to people nowadays is some hectic shit. Like, it gotta be crazy. Like, Bad Girls Club. What is it? What's the other one?
My wife, Atlanta or something like that.
Oh yeah,
The Real Housewives of
Basketball Wives, all that shit. Yeah, like all that shit. Love it, hip hop, love it, hip hop, all that.
We talking about flavor.
Like, feel me? It's just be nonsense. Like, but you know what I hate?
My favorite right now is Jocelyn's Cabaret. Dude, like, it's my
favorite.
That show. I hate that show.
You don't know who Jocelyn is?
No.
Oh.
So you don't know who Stevie J is?
That girl.
You know who Stevie J is? You know who Faith Evans is?
Yeah.
If you tell me no,
he violated.
If you don't know,
you know who Faith Evans is?
If you don't know who Faith Evans is, bro, I'll just smack.
This is how much I don't like social media because I don't care about what they talk.
It's not even social media at this point. We're talking about music.
This is music.
Every move I make.
Alright, now that you're saying
single day, every time I pray, I be missing you. Like, you know that.
Right,
I know you know that.
I say names, bro. I don't care about names. If you show me,
But you know the song, though.
I know the song.
You know the song.
Like, y'all be saying names, I'd be like, who that?
That's fair.
Man, back on social media,
That's
man.
fair.
Back on social media.
It'd be like that
I feel like social media is a blessing and a curse. Why? Because it's a blessing because I get paid on TikTok. Due to being what? Entertaining. But I don't know. I don't act. I don't act my entertainment. I'm dead ass me. Like that's really me. But what everything that just happened to me recently, and we talked a little bit about it earlier, because I put my business out there, it gives other people to give their opinion, which then makes it a curse. Because I can use my platform to use my voice, right? But now I'm getting hate. Like, what? The first time I ever posted, my first viral video that went viral on TikTok was me drunk. It was like, post the video of you drunk without saying you're drunk. And I was bawling my eyes out and I didn't want to get in the shower. Do you know how many people messaged me telling me that I'm dirty, I stink, like all this because I was
what
crying.
You did when you turned
You
the
didn't even
camera
know.
off,
You didn't even know.
Lack of sympathy, yeah.
But
you don't give a fuck.
Lack of sympathy. But at the same time, all those hateful comments, it made me trend, which then put money in my bank account.
So haters basically.
So it sucked because you low key fucked me mentally, but physically I got the bread that you wish you had.
So haters, pay my bills.
And there's really no difference between being famous and infamous. Like, famous people and infamous people both make money. And, like, scandals and all that shit is, like, constructed by PR agencies. This kind of leads into conspiracy theories, too, because those PR, public relations people, know how to create the story that you're watching. So anything you see on the Shade Room or whatever, like, that stuff is constructed by people who are trying to get who they're the agent of to make money.
That's a fact.
Like, even, like, unfortunately, like, this is a show for everyone to watch. It's Flack. It's on Amazon Prime. But it's basically a construction of, like, what PR agencies the lengths they'll go to construct a story. Like, literally so terrible. But it's true.
Yo, I really hate, like, One thing I do, like, I really do hate social media. The reason why I really hate social media is because, like, you don't really, like, that's why people be so disappointed in meeting their idols. Because when you meet your idol, you so fixated on what you see on a screen. You so fixated on what they do on a basketball court, what they do on a football field or baseball field, that when you meet these people, you fail to realize they're real people. They real people just like you. They got real problems just like you. They just not dealing with the same type of shit you dealing with. So if you catching somebody on a bad day, you can't be like, oh, they're phony, they're fake. Because if they catch you on a bad day, people not gonna call you phony. Oh, he having a bad day. Life kicking his ass. Like, but just because you got $1 million, a couple $1 million, don't mean you don't got life problems. You know.
Right.
Don't mean you better than me though.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Don't mean you better than me.
One thing about social media that I wanted to talk about was social media activism and how, like, basically, like, trauma of, like, Black people and people of color specifically gets, like romanticized on social media. People are like, look at this image of, like, a dead body. Like, I'm an activist because I posted it on my story and I'm showing you what's happening.
Right.
And, like, that's not doing anything really other than making people feel, like, traumatized.
Yeah, all you are is an asshole.
Exactly. And, like, if everyone can be an activist online, like, are you really an activist? Like, I saw a quote about that and I was like, that's so true, because if everyone has the ability to repost it online, like, are you really doing anything different? Right. And are you really fighting for anything?
Right. Like the Taliban, can y'all stop posting them videos? I keep having nightmares thinking they gonna come get me.
Please. Niggas gonna climb through my window. I'm never gonna hear them coming.
Bro, it's clip.
They gonna smoke me. I'm done. Just leave me alone. Don't post no more. It's over. Let them do what they do. It's fucking
at this point.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
We ain't stopped them 10 years ago. We ain't stopped them 20 years ago. They gonna do what they want to do. Leave them alone. Shit.
That basically gave them the supplies to do what they're doing.
Bush. Anyway.
Circling back. Conspiracy theories.
Anyway. That's what I'm saying. But one thing about social media too, like, you got, like, young kids. Like,
hey, man, they know they voted for him.
Fuck that nigga, man. We got 15-year-old kids, like, really wanting to be, like, famous on IG. Like, first off, that's not a skill.
Bro, I just met the little boy that was, where we at? Outside. Oh. I met him at my showcase or whatever where I performed. And I was just, he was rapping about how he's from the hood. And I'm looking at this little white boy like, you like 9. What?
If little kids in Chicago 9 carrying guns, I think the little kids in New York carrying guns too. I don't know. That's just me.
But seeing him in person and seeing how he acted and, like, compared to how he acts on social media, it was just like...
different.
Like reality, like smack me in the face.
Was he like Slim Jesus?
Bro, he was just like a regular schmegular ass white boy who thought like he really thought he was the shit. It was weird because, like, I feel like the crowd of people that we were around, nobody really paid him no mind. He didn't like that. But later on at that pool party that he went to, mind you, it's a 21 plus pool party. Why is there a 10-year-old there, 11-year-old? But everybody loved him. But that's okay. It's okay because of social media. Is it okay because social media has helped him become the influencer that he is today? But he is underage.
Right. That stuff creates some bad stuff for them kids growing up. Like you ever like Drew Barrymore? You know what Drew Barrymore is? Mm-hmm. You ever seen E.T.?
Yeah.
The little girl from E.T.
Okay.
Yeah.
She was growing up 10, 11 years old at adult parties, drinking champagne with adults.
Yeah.
When you supposed to be in the bed. Like,
right.
Why are you there? School. First off, I'm not even gonna ask why you there, because that's not really on her.
That's her.
Who
parents.
let her go there?
Right.
Exactly.
Who thought that was a good idea?
But that's what I'm saying too.
11-year-old
Like,
out the network.
Who's the parents?
On TikTok, you see all these people using their kids as like props and shit to be like, oh, like I have a cute child who looks just like me.
Lil Tay.
This and that.
Lil Tay father been taking all her
doing?
money. Like that's how they just using them. How many minutes?
7. I was just saying.
Oh, I can't read. But social media is a fucking killer, bro. Because people killing themselves over social media too. Like somebody posts some bad shit about them, they be like, it go viral. They be like, well, my life's over. Nigga, your life is not over. Like you'll be alright.
Cancel culture.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let me say one thing. Just because y'all don't like an opinion that somebody has, that does not mean
it doesn't give you the right.
No, bro.
But the thing is, it's fake. Like, it doesn't, no one actually gets canceled. Like, they get canceled for a hot minute, and then, like, 10 years later, they come back like Chris Brown.
Like,
Daniel Caesar canceled. I heard a damn thing about Daniel. I've not seen her fight.
Chris Brown was canceled for a hot, like,
he straight put the beats on Rihanna, and we still singing his songs.
What?
Who, Chris Brown?
Yes.
Okay, wait, no,
He knocked the girl weave off recently.
Bring that back. They both was hitting each other. You can't be mad at Chris Brown.
I feel you.
You can't be mad at Chris Brown without being mad at Rihanna. I just said this earlier.
I feel you. You're right.
You cannot. I'm supposed to stop listening to both their music.
You're right.
You telling me I'm supposed to stop listening to both their music?
Right.
Like, I'm not supposed to be work. Like, come on now. Stop playing with my body. Their situation don't got nothing. Their situation don't got nothing to do with me.
Listen.
Ain't got nothing to do with me.
All I know is I don't want him giving me relationship advice.
No, I don't. I definitely don't, and I don't think I would ever fuck with Chris Brown, and I sure enough want to fuck with Rihanna. But it's just, I ain't gonna stop listening to their music.
I think Rihanna crazy on the low.
I mean,
I don't think I think he's dead wrong. I think Chris Brown dead wrong for beating her up like that.
I mean, definitely.
But
he had to do that, but
she not all innocent. Like
it's like she has a makeup brand for women of color, and she's dating a colorist. So like, it's what it is.
Oh boy,
he literally talks about how he only likes light-skinned girls, and then she's like, I support all women of color.
He don't support y'all.
Don't forget about Twitter.
He doesn't.
Twitter is toxic.
Oh, Twitter is toxic.
Twitter is the most toxic place you can be.
Twitter is toxic. Twitter is the first place that I ever went viral on in my whole entire
Twitter?
life. And that was terrifying because I had people telling me my friends didn't care about me and I didn't care about myself. And then I had people telling me that they cared so much. And I was just so confused within life.
And you always got people trying to scam you on social media.
And use you for like your image
Facts.
on social media. It's crazy.
I feel like at the end of the day, social media is love and hate.
Fame is not for everybody.
It's not.
It's not for everybody.
You just want to be in the
fame
woods.
is, when people say fame is a killer, like fame is really a killer, bro. Fame is out here killing folks.
I don't want to be famous. I just want to do this shit for fun.
Right.
I need I want some fun. I need the money. God knows I want the money.
Plus,
I don't care about the fame and shit. Like that's cute.
I just really just want to like talk to people.
Really?
You ever just want to like
pick someone's brain?
Yes,
like I just want to just help people and stuff like that in a way that's like a lot of people don't understand. Like going back to social media, y'all don't know how to sympathize with people. Y'all toxic. Y'all be canceling people for no reason. Y'all can't take anything serious that's really serious in life. Y'all make it a meme. Y'all make it a joke. Like that's not life. Like now, if that happened in reality, where there's no cameras, no nothing like that, you gonna take that serious.
Right.
Bro, we be like, it's just like mad people our age. Y'all just don't understand what's real and what's not anymore. Y'all just think everything is just fake because it's on your phone going viral and stuff like that. Like, bro, that's somebody's real life beyond that camera. Like they really going through that.
You want to say to people, like if you like if you get into like a social media beef, and people just saying, oh, this, that, and the third, saying some wild shit on social media, and then when you see them in person, they don't even got that same energy. Like,
none at all.
Why would you like that over a keyboard? But when I seen you ain't even like that. Like I don't like that. Social media give people a reason to be fake tough. And like I'll smack the shit out you, like real life. I won't virtually smack the shit out you. Yeah. So why are you talking like you like that? These niggas do not be like that.
It's a blessing and a curse.
Like,
social media is a blessing and a curse.
Yeah. But
social media gets some people to where they gotta go, and it makes other people just.
Unfortunately, we are coming towards the end. I hate coming towards the end. But I thought this was a really good episode, and I hope you guys think it was a really good episode too. Next week we're gonna have more content. We're gonna be talking about white folks more because I got time for you.
Man, let the record stand, man. Listen, I don't got no objective of like hating. I mean, we don't hate people.
Yeah.
We just some of y'all actions just not it. I like white people. I got white friends. Like,
yeah.
It's
just if you're white, consider how you move through spaces and how that affects other people around you.
Man, and I feel like everybody should do that too, though. We're not even. Just my opinion. I feel like.
I mean, yeah, but especially because systemic shit affects us and it doesn't affect.
And also, if your name is Karen and you're Caucasian,
you know that name has plummeted down. Like people are not naming their children that.
Karen wasn't a good name from the jump. Like, it wasn't a good name, so shit plummeted. Hey, but I appreciate you guys, coming on, giving us this good conversation because it don't even feel like. It just feel like conversation.
I feel like we just
regular
talked.
conversation. So it's like, Great vibes. Great having you guys on. This is the original host, Alex.
I ain't gonna be here next week.
Okay, so I'll probably be here next week too.
I gotta work.
This is unexpected.
Working the level, baby. Gotta get that bread.
Working for the white man.
Shout out Khalil.
Oh,
We're in that beautiful pink shirt over there. Shout out
Sam.
Jose behind the
Sam.
camera. We appreciate you doing the camera. We appreciate you. And we'll
Hey,
see you in the
man.
next episode.
Spread love and positivity. That's all we about here.
Like he said.
We all about the positive vibes, man. I hope y'all having a beautiful day. Have a great day tomorrow. You waking up, man. So make sure you're just having a good day. Don't let the bad things get into you. Because
Be who
once
you
you let the
wanna
bad
be.
things get to you, that's when life just plummets.
Be kind.
Be phenomenal.
You know.
Okay?
Be kind, my nigga.
Be kind.
Cause you know.
Be wise.
Ain't hard to be kind, my nigga. Be
But at the
kind,
end of the day,
bastard. Be kind.
We are off rip and we are signing out.
Hey.
Yeah. Let's go, everybody. Just do it.
3, 2, 1.